Hey, what's up guys, DiplexHeated again. Welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2 and a fantastic Mont Saint-Michel map created by my friend Casper. He was also the creator behind the German hill fort map that we used for 2 videos previously. And look at this map. It is absolutely fantastic. I think this experience is going to bring urban fighting and street fighting to a whole new level because there are just so many cool little areas here inside the actual walls where the infantry will be fighting. So this is not going to be a tank battle, and I think you can understand why. This is just a masterpiece when it comes to detail and different levels. I bet he could make a really cool Minas Tirith. In fact, it kind of reminds me of it. It's like a real-life white city, right? And there's just so many cool parts about this map that I could get into it, but it's going to take me so long. But one thing that I really like is the abbey here on top, because Mont Saint-Michel is actually kind of like an abbey city located on like a hill, and there's high tide and low tide, obviously, and when the tide is low, you can actually cross by bus or whatever, or walking in car to the actual island, but when it's high, it usually actually covers the road. And I've actually been here in real life a couple of years ago, and it's just fantastic. It's very touristy now, of course, but very cool. It is just a very unique place. I think you have to visit it if you go to France. It's absolutely stunning. Really beautiful views as well. The weather was a little bit bad, but anyway, the place is still the same. This abbey up here is actually like handcrafted. This is not a separate piece, like a solid building. These windows have been made by hand. Like, this is what you see around the edges here, like the window frames. That's actually the upside or the top of a wall, like a small wall that you would use to fence off like a factory or something. All these glass panes are oh my god, look, this is just fantastic. It's such an amazing craftsmanship, truly fantastic. And the Americans are defending the top here, so the Germans are gonna have to try and make their way into the actual I'm not gonna call it fort, but the town or city, and then to fight around the streets here. There's just so many Americans. If we open up the map and we make it just a little bit bigger, we can see that the red dots represent the US soldiers, and we have plenty of German SS soldiers on their way to try and take this. It's going to be a pretty brutal fight for both. So there's 2 ways to get to the end, which is kind of here. There's the left route, which takes you up these big stairs, and then you have to fight near this kind of battery, and then make your way through a little parky area and kind of reach this top. And there's a route that's a little longer, but it's a little more open. It might be easier to take, which is down the streets here in the bottom to this open square here, which probably used to be a market, and then to make your way up all the way around here. And there's just US soldiers covering pretty much every approach. I think there's about 2 US platoons defending, about a German company-sized force will be attacking. So once you take this place, you have to walk around the outside and actually make your way up this ladder. Then you'll have to fight the final squad defending up here. And it's going to be a pretty damn cool fight. So I think without further ado, we could like spend hours looking at this map. It's so detailed, and it's just really a perfect recreation of the real-life variant. I am just very stunned at his work, and yeah, it's so nice to see that there are so many talented mappers out there. Casper, Mighty Mapper 123, and you name it. And I'm so happy to be able to play their work. It's fantastic stuff. So I'm sure we'll be releasing all these maps that I'm showing on my channel in a map pack pretty soon. But I thought I'd wait a while so I can gather like a substantial amount and get it out on the workshop. I think that would just be stunning, to say the least. So without further ado, let's click start and let's enjoy here as the Waffen-SS attempt to clear out the streets and to take over the city or fort or whatever you want to call it yourself. It's definitely a bit of a siege. And we have actually like a small US force outside to try and hold them back and act as like a frontier defense. So here we go. Germans are sending up their first wave. It's just really loud. That 30 cal and 50 cal makes a lot of noise. German half-track carrying some infantry has been disabled. I think it acted like some sort of forward recon. Let's see what the Americans are defending the city with. And this is obviously kind of like a fictional scenario. I don't ever think there was a fight here, but perhaps some Germans did occupy the city. Obviously, it's located kind of like far away from where there were any real major battles in France. So, still really cool. Here's a Tiger coming up. Oh, look at the explosion back there. Set this cart on fire and actually almost tipped it over. Nice. 50 cal not longer operational. Most of the guns out here have been disabled. There's just a few soldiers remaining, though. I have a few American soldiers up on the walls that's going to be opening fire. Look at that BAR. Really cool scene here. German infantry advancing in the open. Another half-track has joined the fight, carrying more infantry. And that Tiger has made quick work out of the people up here on the walls. Let's see here. The first step afterwards will be to take this entrance and then to move to the right, where there will just be Americans around every corner. The left seems to have been blocked off by the Americans because it provides a much shorter route to get to the top. So they've piled up a bunch of stuff there that we're probably not going to be able to pass. Another half-track's coming in. It's very quiet right now. There are shooters up here at the top, especially down here. There's 3 riflemen. But right now it's like the Germans are... I think they're holding their fire because of the Tiger down there. You don't want to stir the hornet's nest, which would be the force down there, because you're going to get stung quite heavily by a Tiger. The Americans here don't have any AT capacity, at least nothing that can reach the Tiger out there. That have to... It would have to get closer to the actual city itself, but I don't think the Tiger is going to do that, because that's just very foolish to do in an urban combat situation like this. So there are more German soldiers out there, but right now not a lot of stuff is happening. And I've tested this mission probably around 30 to 40 times to make sure that it kind of just clicks. And this is the first time that the battle hasn't actually evolved further. There's usually like a more prolonged firefight. By now the Germans would probably be in here, but since there aren't any Americans shooting at them, that's not the case. So I'm just going to take this guy. I'm going to fire off some warning shots, and we're going to kick off the game again. But it's just, whenever you click start and whenever you hit that record button, the game kind of knows, and it's like, I'm going to hit Diplex with a surprise. And I think we just stirred up the Hornets. Now look at the amount of German soldiers coming in after we just fired a few shots. That's like very bad timing for the Americans. But the battle at least is continuing. And the riflemen up here are going to be doing their best to kill as many Germans down there on the ground. Really cool position to watch from above like this. Yep. They're starting to take casualties. The Germans are definitely making progress. How's it looking down here? They're starting to make their way closer to the actual entrance now. And I think we can see some of the soldiers storming through very soon. Look at the amount of fire they're putting up there. But there are a lot of American guns. You can see muzzle flashes here and there. And usually where there are bullet impacts, there are enemies firing down at the Germans. Or Americans, rather. We have a few soldiers trying to make it up this way. Ooh, look. Oh, nice shot. A hip fire from a guy around the corner here, defending the front entrance. Actually managed to kill one of the German soldiers trying to flank around. They're going to be massing the entrance now. There's this... Ooh. There's already casualties inside here. Nice. 2 SS soldiers running in. These guys are taking the lead right now. More men are storming the entrance. They're kind of just starting to clear it out. MP40 going to work. Another American soldier down. So the next step will be to clear this part out. There is a soldier hiding here. He was just defending the backs of the people up on the wall, but they're all dead now. And I think if he tries to run out, which would be this way, he's going to get shot. Ooh, I wonder... No one seems to be seeing... There we go. German soldier down. This guy's got a Thompson, so... Handy in a situation like this, but there's a lot of German soldiers coming through now. Oh, he's going to have to reload soon. He's reloading. Now would be the time, guys. Oh, that was juicy. Gewehr 43 bullet to the face. He's going to be going down. We have a few American soldiers covering the stairs up there. A few Germans are going to test the waters. Grenade thrown. Oh, shit. We have a squad leader there as well who's going to just kind of duck for cover. It almost looked like he tripped. Oh, there we go. That's the final kill. Oh, we even have a German soldier up here on the wall. I wonder how he got there, but they're starting to clear it out. We're going to be able to put some put some fire on the soldiers up there. They're holding down the stairs quite well, actually. 2 of them. Garand laying down some covering fire while the Thompson is kind of just trying to go for the kills. Yeah, in a situation like this, I would definitely like to have a fully automatic weapon. Grenade just exploded up on the rooftops there. And that guy is just killing a whole squad right now. Look at him. There we go. He's finally shot down by a few K98s. But there's at least a squad there that's just been completely destroyed. Oh. MG42 coming up, though, with the drum mag. Okay, so this level has been secured now. We have a few soldiers coming through down here. There were a few more Americans, so there's going to be at least a squad running this way. We'll take a look at the lower levels for a while now. We have BAR and just a handful more soldiers covering this street over here. And one carbine going to work. BAR opening up as well. Ooh, but they're shot down. A lot of Germans are going to be coming down this street. This is really cool. A lot of them are on the outside as well, but they're going to be moving soon. Oh, we even have some people kind of going up on the wall to cover the attack. They might actually run around and come down on the other side. That is a possibility because there's an exit over here, so that would be a long flank. So the Germans down on the lower level is actually kind of reaching the market square right now. STG-44 opening up. Look at the storm of German infantry coming through now. Vorwärts! Man, what a rush. Look at that. We're securing the streets now with a lot of SS soldiers. Oh. So this is the left approach by the old gun battery up there. That guy's going to go for a long throw. What a throw. That's going to knock a few Americans out of their positions. But they're going to be storming back to get there again. American grenades being thrown as well. The fight for the stairs here is going to be quite complex, but it's going to be key for the Germans to capture it, otherwise they won't be able to take the upper level here. Sandbags and plenty of good cover and just an overall good distance between the attacking Germans and Americans back there, which is going to be very advantageous for the defenders. The Germans would probably like to be up more close and personal with them, considering the sheer firepower. A few Germans coming around the flank. I think this guy's about to taste some of the defenders down this long street. So there's not a lot of American defenders between this position down here and the actual marketplace, which is all the way over here. I think that's simply because it's better to keep a lot of distance between yourself and the attackers. This open street, this corridor here, no cover whatsoever. So the Germans aren't going to be too keen to attack there. This guy's going to run back with intel. But he might just be gathering up some more soldiers to go around the flank. We'll have to find out. It's really hard to know who's controlling what area now. It's very mixed. But the Germans are definitely trying to take this upper floor, but they're getting shot down quite heavily. That guy's going to just make it to cover back there. But there's no way he can make it anywhere from over here. It's a little hard to keep the camera stable because of the different levels. He's shot down. Wow, cool. So a grenade has killed this guy over here. The American soldiers putting fire down on the ground has been killed as well. But there's these two, and then there's a few more here. Caught in a bit of trouble. This guy's behind a rock, nicely placed behind some bushes as well. So he's well hidden. Well, more Germans are going to be joining the assault. If we can get an MG up there, I think that would be very good. An MG42 can lay down some serious fire. Damn, as soon as they reach the top of the stairs, they're going to be taking fire. You see the blood splashes all the time of bullets hitting the German attackers. How's it looking on this side? A little too many kind of bunched up down there. There's a lot of Germans in the town, like, spread out. Let's get a little map overview while we can. The blue are the American defenders, the red are the German attackers, and there's just a lot of big groupings of them. They always, like, work themselves out as soon as there's a bit of ceasefire, because then they kind of go back on their pathfinding and their route to their objective. But right now there's a lot of constant shooting here and there, which means that they're going to kind of be engaging the enemy from wherever they can. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Look at the amount of casualties here. This is not good for the Germans at all. Americans are getting way ahead of the Germans right now by killing so many. And that grenade is going to land so nicely, which is going to definitely stir it up a bit. One guy was even killed by the shockwave or shrapnel. He turned into little bits of shrapnel himself, it seemed. But as soon as there's a pause in the firefight for just a couple of seconds, we're not going to see it now. That guy's going to run up. Oh, he's going to return some fire. Get some more Germans up there. Come on, MG42. Oh, he's going to reload. What an amateur mistake to go in with like an empty drum mag. Then again, it is a game. This is the AI. Why is he running in like that? Oh. Für das Vaterland, right? I mean, come on. You can get a medal while you're alive, too. And I don't think anyone's going to credit your bravery by getting yourself killed like that. These Germans are kind of a little bit stuck over here. But once again, they will unstuck, I guarantee you. There is scripts. The scripts are there for a reason. They just need to be put into effect again if there can be a small kind of ceasefire here. That grenade was such a fucking mess up. Oh, jeez. That almost got them all killed. Better work your throw arm. There we go. The attack is going to kick back in again. Soldiers are moving up now in decent numbers. But, oh, what to do, what to say. They're sending sufficient numbers up. Oh my lord, look at them getting shot down. The Americans are holding this so well. How's it looking over here? Okay, so we have admittedly way too many German soldiers down here. So to just kind of make them function properly, you have to do this. And then they will go back on their war tour. Because we can't have them standing down there. That's ridiculous. So now they're going to be really going for it after deciding they've taken way too many casualties. They're going to give it a real go this time. Damn, and they're just still getting cut down. This is a death corridor. That is really cool. But the Germans are getting absolutely destroyed. I don't even want to guess how many troops are dead here. It's like a whole platoon. A whole platoon. Where the hell is second platoon? Okay, these barrels are kind of ill-placed. So I'm going to go ahead and remove them because I think they're messing it up a little bit for the attackers. They can't cross them. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of godlike editing over there during the battle and not really upset the fight itself. Let's know how... 23 kills, 13 kills. So these two people together have killed 36 Germans. 36. A whole platoon has been cut down up here because of two guys. That's like Medal of Honor shit right there. I hope they get one. If they survive, there's plenty of Germans still attacking. Not plenty. They're actually starting to dry up quite a lot. I think we might as... I think we'll have a... American victory on our hands. This is cool. I was hoping the Germans would make it a little bit further, kind of to the top level, but we can always reuse the map. We can always kind of like do a second part where we only attack the top. If you guys want that, let me know in the comment section, but I don't think we can steal this victory from the Americans. We do have, as I said, about a squad left of German troops. We really gotta try and like get somewhere with this. So why don't we try and attack around the flank? Why don't we try and attack that way? I like to exhaust all the possible means during a battle. So we're going to send these guys around that side. We're going to watch that first. We're going to slow it down, actually. I don't like to, you know, get my fingers too dirty or my hands too dirty in this war business that the AI is kind of handling. But when it comes to something like this, I like to really, really see what the defenders can do. Sometimes you can decide the fight over like a pretty minimal. There we go. Now we're gonna get all these guys attacking over here. Now we can enjoy. Now we know that every single German soldier on the map is actually actively attacking. So there's 2 soldiers up there. Ooh. They're kind of defending the point we need to go to before we can actually head around the side to climb up the top. But there's still American soldiers up here on the level. This statue here has a few defenders around it, at least a handful. And then, of course, back here we still have the Medal of Honor recipients, or soon to be at least. Looking really good. Look at that backpack. Cool. But the reinforcements are on their way. And the camera is still not really Oscar quality. Oh, that's going to kill 2 Americans. Nice throw. Oh, I'm not sending them to their death. I'm giving them attack orders, which makes them completely able to just stop and actually kill people. But the AI being the AI, these tank crewmen are doing more work than the actual entire other 2 platoons. Look at that. He's just balling it. Clint Eastwood down there in the corner. Bump. Oh, but he's shot down and he's killed. Jeez, what a slaughter. Slaughter straight up here. We're going to have to remember that. So if you guys want to see second part, I do think that is actually every single attacker. No, there are still 6 remaining. And I want to get all these 6 guys, put them to work, and see if we can just possibly crack that final defense. These guys have actually made more progress than a lot of the other teams have combined. They seem to be just a step above the rest. This guy's going to be crawling up an MP40. All these Americans are dead over here. So he might just have a chance to come around the flank. Well, this guy's been killed behind the rock. I wonder who shot him. Maybe it was one of the tank crewmen who actually managed to hit a good shot. He's dead too. The guy who killed like 30, or probably more than that. But the BAR gunner is still alive, and he's gonna be. Ooh, he sees and understands that he's coming. A short firefight, and he's dead. What's your name, boy? Daniel Campbell. Daniel Campbell. Oh, he's like probably of Scottish background or something like that. Cool. Veterancy 5. 35 kills. I'm telling you guys, he killed about a third of the German attackers. If this guy would have just been shot many minutes ago by just one stray bullet or something from down here, we would have had probably another 35 German soldiers alive to continue the attack. But the game is the game. Not everything goes according to plan, and we can definitely make use of this map for a second video where we attack more of the stages. Perhaps we'll drop some Luftwaffe soldiers or something, change it up to the night or something. But we can remember how many Americans are alive. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So about 23. Oh, there's 1 German soldier remaining. Leon Nachtmann. You're just stuck. Cool. Efficient, huh? Okay. So we'll do that. I'll keep that number in mind. We'll pack up the defenses, make them a little more tight and compact up here, and then we'll attack again in a second video. Hope you guys will enjoy, and I'll see you guys soon again. Look at this. Damn. It's got to have been frustrating for a lot of the people. I mean, it's not technically frustrating because a lot of these Germans did return fire. It's just, that's a good position back there. I'm telling you, man. All right, good job, Daniel. See you guys soon again. Until next time, you guys enjoy. Ciao.